It's confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, all around the world. It's already confirmed. For so long, we have made theories. Who is Lola's mother? Since at that time, that Lola gave Nami her Viber card about her mama. If she needs help, they can ask her mother and everything. Everyone is making theories. Who the hell is her mother? And now, in this ending of this chapter, 835. We find out who's the mother of Lola, which no one else than Charlotte Linley Big Mom. Which also, there were a lot of theories also talking about that Big Mom is actually her, her mother and everything, But now in this end of this chapter, we have the confirmation of, and not only that, but this chapter overall, was a little bit simple. He had lots of action, but we have lots of new information, lots of revelations, which makes this chapter really, really awesome and interesting. So overall, like I said, before I start in this chapter, like always, here I am, Lord of Shadows, to bring you One Piece chapter 835 review. Man, this chapter, not only including that we have a relation that finally that Lola is Big Mom's daughter. Not only that, but also we have a relation. Big Mom's devil fruit, Charlotte Brulé's devil fruit, the usage of Big Mom's devil fruit, and who the hell are all these like talking trees, and we have, that also goes part of the Big Mom's use of her devil fruit, but finally we have a lot of explanations here, or more precisely revelation, but also explanation here, whatever. Okay, so first of all, the chapter started very oddly, which as the narrator said, like every 6 months, the visitors, the citizens comes in front of this like dark, the shadowy kind of thingy, which every single citizen he asked them like leave or life, and then like he put his hands into her body and took like this little thing looks like a ball and put it on his and took it with him, and when it comes to the end of the chapter, we finally realize who they are and everything. First of all, those black guys, or more precisely those shadowy figures, whatever, they are called incarnations, which more precisely they are made out of Big Mom's soul. Also, the other thing is that every single one you will see in the forest, like the talking trees or the rabbit, or the clouds and everything is made out of Big Mom's ability, which more precisely, Big Mom's ability is the soul fruit. And the way how that guy on the ground, explain it, which also we have a revelation that he's one of Big Mom's husbands. I said one of the Big Mom's husbands because, like I said, I know that big bitch had, just one husband and all these like children and everything, So this guy who was buried, and we had like when he had him in the shadows like like a few times and everything since Nami, Luffy, and the others entered in the seducing woods. We hardly have a confirmation that he is. First of all, at the beginning, I thought like he's gonna be like some kind of a like member of the Big Mom Pirates or Charlotte family, whatever. Because, that's the first thing I actually thought of. That he's maybe a member of the Charlotte family. But then after in this chapter, I found out no, he is part of, but not in the way I thought. As a son, whatever. He is, like I said, he is Big Mom's husband, and the reason is why he was like buried in the ground and everything, even if like, he doesn't want to get involved and everything, like, I'm fine, even if I'm buried alive and everything, I'm still, I'm fine, I'm cool, I enjoy the view and everything, and I drink a lot of sweet apple juice, which in the entire, across all the entire chapter, he was like on and on and on, give me this sweet apple juice, shut up, will you, so overall, like I said, he is Big Mom's husband, and he had with her 2 daughters, which is Charlotte Chiffon and Lola. So we finally had the confirmation. First of all, I knew it at the beginning that Chiffon was somehow related to Lola, because it's not a coincidence that both of them, those girls, they look the same, So in this moment, you can finally realize that she is possibly, not possibly, 100% the twin sister of Lola, So, like I said, after, you know, like, he gave the big bitch, you know, crazy big bitch, you know, her, you know, $2, she simply, like, put in this woods and burying the ground, you know, and, like, you know, asked no one to hurt him. Or more precisely, you know, like, in the way how this guy said, like, you know, nobody gives a shit, you know, about it and everything, you know. So, overall, I mean, this chapter was really crazy. But speaking of the revelations, we also have a revelation, like I said, when it first comes to Charlotte Brulé, I knew it from the beginning that she had some kind of mirror master shit, you know. In this chapter, we finally realize that she is the mirror fruit user. And the first two techniques that we find out in this chapter are pretty damn, you know, cool. You know, the first one is like a reflection. You know, when someone tries to punch her, she created this technique. She created like this circle, or let's say a mirror, which is called reflection. You know, in which every single time when someone punches into the mirror, the same punch returns back to the one to try. Returns back to the attacker. Which is really kind of cool, and it gives a lot of points, you know, and sense what was called a reflection. The other one is, you know, when Carrot again tried to strike her, you know, she get way, you know, inside of what was thinking is called the mirror world, you know, because I mean you can see her, you know, she's locked up and everything, you know, because in the way how Brulé said, don't worry everyone, you know, I'm not gonna kill her, you know, because I want all of you to be alive, because under the strict instructions of Big Mom, the other homies and, you know, and her, they don't have to, they you know, they're ordered not to let, you know, Luffy and the others, you know, not only leaving Seducing Woods but also meeting up Sanji, you know. Like, you know, the first time, you know, like Big Mom said, like, just keep them alive, you know, just keep them walking around the Seducing Woods, you know, make them crazy, you know, make them, you know, creepy and all that kind of crap, you know. But until, right, when the things go tough, show them who's the boss here. Show them what happens, you know, when they're gonna mess up with one of the Yonko, you know, which is precisely is Mrs. Yonko, Big Mom. Which kind of totally makes sense, you know, when it comes to all of that, you know, because after all, even if we find out about Big Mom, like, you know, a few chapters and everything, she is one hell of a crazy big bitch, you know. She's really, literally crazy, and in the land that she's living is like is like Big Mom's personal wonderland, you know, when it comes to that, you know, even including the Seducing Woods. But no matter. Also, like I said, we also had a few humor scenes, you know, at the beginning of the chapter, which I really like, you know, because when like Luffy was capturing like all these duplicates of Sanji, Carrot, Chopper, you know, and Nami, and they were like, and in the end you had the explanation they were all created by Brulé, animals like they were like transforming into duplicates, you know, of Luffy's comrades, and until one time, you know, after like grabbing so many duplicates and everything, you know, like Luffy wondering how the hell, like, there's so many of you. Until one time you hear Nami screaming like, I'm telling you, you're dead. Now that's the real Nami. That is the real Nami that we all know. And it was kind of funny, actually, you know. Also, the one thing I really found funny is, you know, the way when Nami will explain, you know, what happened, you know, when they're, you know, cross the path, you know, the first time we shot Brulé, you know, and everything, after realizing that she was like all the time this fake Luffy. I really like, you know, the end, like all this, like Nami will explain. I really like, you know, the idea when Luffy said like, oh, so that means, okay, so that means that you didn't like, you didn't like, just, you know, to screw with me. You didn't, you know, multiply yourselves, you know, just to screw with me and everything. And she was like, of course not, you idiot. It's even physically impossible, you know. And I mean, what can I say? I mean, Luffy will always be Luffy, you know. Sometimes dumb, sometimes, you know, wise, and sometimes even smart, you know. That's Luffy for you, you know. You know, it's always his character is always so unpredictable, you know. You sometimes you don't know what he's thinking, you know. So I really like the, you know, I really like the comedy thing, you know, that when he said like, you know, so you didn't like, you know, like let's say multiplying, you know, just for, you know, for screwing with me and everything. So overall, I say when it comes to the point of comedy, that was actually the only part, you know, when it comes to, you know, comedy, the chapter and everything. So overall, like I say, it was good. It was really, you know, barrel laughs and everything, especially when it comes to Luffy, because Luffy will always be Luffy. So overall, like I said, we have Big Mom, you know, the revelation of her devil fruit, which is like she is the user of the soul fruit, which in my opinion is the first time, you know, I heard, you know, the name soul fruit. I can definitely see that Big Mom has one of the most deadliest paramecia type devil fruits in entire One Piece. I mean, fair enough, you know. It makes sense that every single Yonko, you know, has you know, that all the 4 Yonkos have, like, you know, the most deadliest devil fruits, you know, in entire One Piece. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, because for example, like, you know, Whitebeard had the Gura Nomi, you know, the earthquake, you know, devil fruit, you know, which is one of the strongest in the entire world of One Piece, you know, which, like I said, it makes sense why Yonko, you know, must have like the most like threatening, dangerous, and most powerful like devil fruits, you know. Also, of course, you know, including, you know, like, you know, the admirals of the Marines. But that's a different story. But the point is still the same, you know. When it comes to, like I said, when it comes to overpowered characters, they must have some kind of overpowering and very badass, threatening powers, you know. Or are we talking about the Navy, or more precisely the admirals, or Fleet Admiral, or the Yonko, Shichibukai? The point is the same. They have, you know, because of their power and the level of strength, durability, they must have some kind of really big badass devil fruits. And the same thing goes, like I said, with the Yonko. You know, so it makes sense. So, like I said, so the usage of a devil fruit, does it remind you of someone? You know, I mean, seriously, it reminds me of someone that I think that all of you know. I mean, already knew and met him along. I mean, we didn't see him since the beginning of the time escape. But, you know, I know, like, I know, zombies, Thriller Bark, you know, bounty of 320 million berries, all rival of Kaido, you know. Doesn't give you, does something about to you, you know, like from which character, like Big Mom's devil fruit is very similar, yeah. I do believe, you know, you get the right idea, yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, her devil fruit, it's so, for me, it's very similar to Gekko Moria's devil fruit, you know, because, the difference is that Gekko Moria has the power of the shadows. Big Mom has the power of the souls, but their usage is so similar. The only difference is that Gekko Moria, he took the shadows from his victims and put them into zombies. But when it comes to Big Mom, she does the same thing. She does the same thing. And the only difference is that she puts them into things, like, for example, like animals or trees, or even like I said, or even houses, skies, towers. I mean, every single object she can find, which also gives the explanation about Randolph. You know, the White Rabbit look like from Alice in Wonderland that was fighting Luffy and Nami and the others in the seducing woods. I mean, he also gives explanation. You know, that even he is a homie. And speaking of homies, yeah, when Big Mom gives the souls to any object or animal, whatever, they called homies. They're called, you know, that way, which is kind of a funny name, you know. But still, you know, and also, like I said at the beginning, the black shadowy things that, you know, the beginning that were like taking souls from the bodies of, you know, of the citizens of Whole Cake Island, or more precisely Total Land. They're called incarnations, which basically they're made out of Big Mom's soul. Pretty damn interesting devil fruit. I really want to see her devil fruit in action. Which also, like I said, when it comes to the lifespan, it also makes sense now. You know, when Charlotte Lindley, you know, Big Mom was taking the lifespan from Charlotte Muscato. That was the power of her devil fruit. You know, and you know, this chapter gives a lot of explanation. You know, a lot of things, you know, that were like puzzling at the beginning. You know, so that's like I said, makes sense what she did with Charlotte Muscato. I think that was her the 16th son. I think. Yeah, I actually quite remember. You know, but still, you know. So in this chapter we have a lot of revelations. Oh yeah. Sorry, I almost forgot the ending. The ending, after like the husband of Big Mom, you know, talk about, you know, about her ability, about, you know, what's happening, you know, in the island, about the homies, the incarnations and everything. Out of nowhere, you have arriving a member of the Big Mom Pirates, which is Charlotte Cracker, member of the, or should I say, one of the 3 top sweet commanders and who is also Minister of Biscuit and the 10th son of Big Mom, Charlotte Cracker. I mean, his design is so sick. I mean, somehow he looks like some kind of a very weird, character. With like the helmet is like from a centurion from the ancient Rome, including with the horns. But his outfit is all made out of crackers. Like I assume they are all like black and white or like black and like yellowish. Just like the original crackers are. But the thing is, his design is so sick, and the strength, and I can definitely assume he has an enormous strength if he put like the Big Mom's husband on the ground, with just one hand. I could definitely see he has enormous strength, So like I say, at the end of the chapter, we find out not only a new member of the Big Mom Pirates, but also a new member of the Shaw family, which also, when it comes to the Big Mom Pirates, I already knew that like her crew will not be like just ordinary members and everything just like we saw before, just like you saw before the time skip and everything, before the New World. I always thought just like Whitebeard had. I always thought that Big Mom's gonna have some kind of top commanders or generals, whatever, and now we already find out. Big Mom has 3 sweet commanders in her crew. So overall, like I said, there was actually an entire chapter. So overall, this chapter, like I said, was simple, but it was so much full information, full information, revelations about Big Mom's ability, Brulee's ability, the total land, the homies. I mean, it was really a really well done chapter. Even like I said, when it comes to action sequences and everything, it was a little bit simple. But the talking, like I said, the relations and everything, it was really brilliantly well done. And all that is every single chapter since Total Land begin. All that continues to surprise me. Every single chapter he does, he brings something new, something spectacular, something epic, and to like blow your mind out, blow your mind away and everything. So overall, like I said, I think I'm done. Yeah. So before I stop doing the chapter review and everything, like I said, finally we find out that Big Mom is the mother of Lola, and so I have a strange feeling that maybe Lola could appear in Total Land. I don't know. I'm in Total Land arc. I mean, the time of Sanji's wedding. I don't know. I'm just saying. We'll see. But overall, I said the theories about Lola are done. She's officially member of the Shaw family, or more precisely, Big Mom's daughter. Yet again, I really found funny. About Charlotte Cracker's design, and like he's Minister of Biscuits. When it comes to his outfit and everything, makes total sense, So overall, here I am done. Read the video, comment, subscribe, and first thing about this chapter, about Charlotte Cracker, about Big Mom's husband, about Big Mom's ability, and everything. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is I really found kind of cool, that when Big Mom's using her Delph, that it took away 2 months of every single people's lifespan, which is kind of scary, but also at the time very interesting, because like I said, I really want to see Big Mom's full ability in action and everything. So overall, here I am done. Read the video, like I said at the beginning, comment, subscribe. Drop a like, I appreciate it. Give me a first things about the chapter, about, like I said, Charlotte Cracker, Charlotte Brulee's abilities, Big Mom's ability, about the incarnation, about the homies. Give me your own personal thoughts about the chapter. Peace, everyone. Have an awesome day. Laura Shells, like always, signing off. See you next time.